Hello students, today we are going to see all about the process commands. So let us begin with.
Process is a program in execution. So in a Linux operating system, there are lots of commands which actually tells that what are the different operations related to the processes. So today we are going to discuss the different process commands. So in all, we will be discussing 5 commands, okay, one by one. So the first command that we are going to discuss is the PS command. Okay. Now PS command is actually nothing but process status command. This PS stands for process status. So when you run this particular command, what actually is displayed on the terminal, characteristics of process means what? Say suppose on which particular terminal that particular process is running, what is the process ID of that particular process, and other such details are actually this. Second command is wait command. Wait command, what is the use of this command? Waits until all the background processes are completed and then exits. Means say suppose there are two types of processes. One process which runs in foreground, and some processes that is related to operating system may run in the background. So what is the use of this wait command? Wait command is actually it waits till all the background processes are completed and then then sleep command. Now say suppose for some particular process that for say suppose 10 seconds you want that system to not to respond. So what you can do is that you will use this particular sleep command. Means after the given specified time, the system will then start its remaining work. Next command is kill command. Now obviously here what we are going to do, we are going to stop the execution of particular process. Then fifth is the exit, means whatever we are doing the work on the terminal. So say suppose I want to get out of that particular terminal, then I will be using the exit command. So in all these 5 process commands are utilized in Linux operating system. Now first command is the PS command, that is our process status command. So as I have told you in the last slide, it will display the terminal number, PID number and all other extra details. So here I have mentioned some options. If you recall it, option stands with the hyphen, means dash symbol, isn't it? So say suppose -F symbol, first option is there. So it actually list showing the PPID of each process. Now PID means process ID and PPID means parent process ID. Then second option is -U. This will display the username. Means say suppose if I log in as a IFDEPT. So what are the different processes related to my particular username? So that all will be displayed by this particular option -U. Third is the -A. So this will list out all the processes of all the users. Means you know that Ubuntu or Windows, these all are multi-user system. So say suppose if you want that all the processes of the user should be displayed, then you will be using this -A option. Then next is the -E. So you know that some processes are users related and some are related to system. System is operating system, right? So here only user related process will be displayed, and here what will be displayed, all the user and system related processes. Means here complete list of processes will be there, and here only specific to users will be displayed. After this, next command is, as I have told you, wait command. So this wait command actually what it is going to do, it will wait till all the background processes are complete and then it will exit out of that particular process. So here say suppose I have written some example that I am going to wait for some particular process ID number 1215. Now here I have taken a snapshot. I have created one file called as wait.sh. So, and what is the content of this particular script file that I have written? So here first I have stated echo command. So this will be displayed on the terminal, testing wait command 1. And then if you can see this ampersand sign is there. So when you write this ampersand sign in Ubuntu operating system, it means that this particular process is to be run in the background. Like I have earlier told you that some processes are foreground processes and some are background processes. This ampersand sign will force the system to run this particular command in the background, right? Why we are running this in background? Because we are going to see the usage of wait command. Then the next statement is process ID is equals to dollar exclamatory mark. Now what actually this means is that this dollar exclamation mark will give the process ID of the last running process. And which is my last running process? This echo command is my last running process. Okay. So this command will get the process ID of this echo command. And then I have written some code to display this process ID. Then again I am writing the second echo command, right? That is, say suppose again I am writing here testing wait command 2. Again I am running this in background. Okay. Then here you can see I have written here wait process ID, right? Now if you just now seen what is the content of this process ID, see here I have filled here process ID is equals to process ID of the last running process. So what this particular command here it is going to do, it is going to wait till this first echo command completes itself. And then it will display it waiting for process ID to be completed. And then after waiting, it will be executed and then it will be exited. And then what you will write, echo job 1 exited with status dollar question mark. So this will read the status value of wait command, right? So what is the current status of this wait command that it is going to display? Now say suppose what could be the here values? Here either value could be 0. 0 means what? Here the process has completed successfully. Or some another value will be there which will indicate the process is not complete, right? Now after waiting for first echo command, next I am going to wait for the second echo command. Here you can see here I have written second echo command testing wait command 2, right? So here it will wait for that particular command, and then lastly I will again display job 2 exited with status dollar question mark, right? So in short, in this file what I have done is that I have created two jobs of echo command, and then I'm going to wait till first command completes, and then I will display the status of that command. Then I will wait for the second job, and then I will display the status of the second job. Now here next slide I will show you what is the output. So here to run this script file we have to use a particular command bash wait.sh, right? Then the echo commands will be displayed here, and then it will state that it is waiting for this particular process ID to be completed. And then job 1 exited with status 0. What this 0 means is that this particular job has successfully completed, right? So in this way all these two jobs will be exited with status 0. Now after this, next command is the sleep command. So it is used to execute commands after certain amount of time. Means say suppose I want that after giving some commands, I want the system to rest. Means say suppose one more further process is there. For that I want that suppose system should sleep for 30 seconds. So here I will write sleep and then space and then 30. What this will give the result that the system will sleep for 30 seconds. Now next is the kill command. So whatever process ID you will give to this particular command, this kill command will kill that particular process. And the last, the exit command. Okay. So exit command means what? As I have told you. Now suppose you are running the particular terminal, right? So if you want to come out of that terminal, so you can write here exit command. So the first command that we are going to see is the PS command, right? Now see here, if I type PS command, so what this is going to show me, now here I have not used any options, right? So simply if we type PS command, that what it is going to display me, PID. PID means what? Process ID. Then next is the TTY. This stands for the terminal. So this bash command, okay, its process ID is 1845. Now you people may be wondering what actually is this bash. So this is a shell. What actually we are doing is that whatever commands we are typing here in the terminal, we are giving this to this particular shell. Okay, this bash is a shell, and this PS command is going to display the PID and the terminal timing and the command name. Now as you can see, currently this I have just run the PS command. So again it also will be given a process ID, its terminal and the command. So here man PS, suppose if I type here, so you can go through this and you will see there are so many options. So whenever you encounter any difficulty, always refer the man command, right? Now one by one, whatever that particular options that I have shown you, that we will take it. Now the first I have shown you was the PS minus F. Now as I have told you, this will also show you the PPID, right? So for this particular process, there is some parent. So that number is indicated by this PPID. And then it is also displaying some particular more details. Like say suppose here user ID is there, PID is there. Means this F minus F option will give you more details about the processes running in the system. Then the next option that I have shown you was the PS minus A. Right? So here you can see it will display all the processes of all users. Now you can see here all the lengthy list of processes is displayed. So in the background, all these processes are running. Now say suppose I am interested in knowing what are the processes related to me. Means if you remember, I am currently logged in as IFDEPT, right? So I will put here this IFDEPT is the username. So it will display all the processes run by this particular user, right? So this will display minus U. Then the next is PS minus E, right? So here this will display, now this is a much lengthier list because it will display user processes as well as the system processes. So if you compare it with earlier option, there were less particular processes. So this minus E option displays all the system and user processes. So these are the some of the options used with this particular PS command. So first let me show you the content of the particular file wait.sh. While explaining, I have shown you this file, right? So if you remember, this and ampersand sign means this will run in the background. Why we are running this in background? Because we want to miss this wait command will wait till all the background processes are completed, right? Then this dollar exclamation mark will display the latest process ID of means process ID of this echo command. And then I have just displayed this particular process ID for your understanding. And then second job is again running this command 2. Okay, then we will again wait for this second process ID, and then we will exit with job 1. Okay, this dollar exclamation question mark will display the status, right? So let us run this. To run this, we have to type here bash wait.sh. So see here, the first job's current ID was 1958. Then it waited for a while and then it exited with status 0. Then it waited for the second command and then this also exited with status 0. Here now by mistake I have written 1 twice. Otherwise it should have been 2. So this is how the wait command works. I'll show you the demo of sleep command. So say suppose I type here sleep and then 30. So what is going to happen? See, nothing is going to happen here because why? The system will sleep for 30 seconds. Okay. So see how much time this particular cursor is blinking. After 30 seconds, it will return to the prompt. See, after 30 seconds, it has returned to the particular prompt. So this is the use of sleep command, right? Now, after this, I'm going to show you kill command, right? Now, to kill a particular process, now say suppose I will minimize this terminal. I will run this Firefox because I have to run a process, right? So I will run this particular process. I will again minimize this Firefox. See, it is running. I'll go to terminal. Now suppose I want to kill this Firefox. So I have to first find out what is the process ID of this Firefox. So what I will do, I will just use ps-a. If you remember, it actually shows all the processes. So see here, process ID of Firefox is 1964, right? So what I will do, type here kill 1964, right? And see what will happen. See here, the blink has gone because Firefox has been killed. So if I again run here ps-a, you will see Firefox is not visible. So kill command kill the particular Firefox command, right? And last command is the exit command. So we will just type here exit. What is going to happen? It will come out of this terminal. So watch this, what will happen. After typing exit, if I press enter, see it has gone. So it has exited from this terminal. So these are the 5 commands